Hey everyone, welcome back to The Silver Lining here on YouTube, or welcome if you're new. I'm Sarah and today we are decorating for Christmas. We are going to start getting our decorations out. I'm going to show you kind of what I'm working with. As you may know, our house is a split foyer. You come in the front door and you can either go upstairs or downstairs. So our main living area is down here. This is considered the downstairs or the basement. And so our main tree goes down here, of course, because the fireplace is down here, and that's where Santa comes in. So upstairs I do 2 pencil trees, one in the upstairs living room and one in the dining room kitchen. So I do have 3 Christmas trees, plus I like to put up other decor. I actually put it up year after year. I hardly ever buy any new Christmas decorations, so I'll explain that as I go along too. The other thing that I do every year is I kind of touch everything and decide what I'm going to use and what I'm not. I'll be sure and pop that commentary in here where I need to. I hope that you find some motivation in this. Maybe you're dreading putting up Christmas. Maybe it's not your favorite time of year. I just love Christmas, and I hope that my decorating and my Christmas joy comes across to you. So let's get started. Here we are in the storage side of the basement, and that's under the stairs. That's where I got my Halloween decorations from. So if you've been following along, you saw me take that stuff down. So on this side of the stairs, I'm going to try to talk a little bit louder so you can hear me because the furnace is running. But this is where I have all of my Christmas stuff stored in this little nook here. So you can see this shelf up here has tins. I have my ornament boxes and my kids' ornament boxes. And then we have about 2 to 3 layers of plastic bins here. These are my 2 pencil trees that go upstairs. So since those are right there, that's probably what I'm going to start with. And then my big Christmas tree is right down here. I've got a couple of ornament boxes. So it always seems like a lot, but it really is organized, and it is a lot, but I love to do it. So let's get into it. All 3 of my daughters love Christmas like I do, and my youngest has literally been asking when we can get the Christmas decor out ever since Halloween was over. So she is itching to help, and some of the commentary and just the little singing and stuff that you won't hear on this video is so sweet, and it just makes my mama heart so happy that her Christmas joy spreads throughout the year. Obviously, the things that I put away got put away on top, and those are the last things that got taken down. So some of it is the outdoor decor and miscellaneous that gets thrown in an extra box, which you'll see I think is one of the boxes that I first started with, which made it a little bit difficult because I was like, what the heck am I supposed to decorate this stuff with? So anyway, I'm trying to move stuff around so I can pick the boxes that I want to take upstairs. They actually are labeled. There is some method to my madness here. So every year I store things in these tins, and I am so proud of myself. Last year I labeled them so I know without having to open every single one of them where they go. I was just like, well, look at me go. I'm so proud of myself. Each year when I put up this snowman tree, I think, okay, one of these years I'm gonna have to replace the lights on it because it is pre-lit. And I actually tend not to like pre-lit trees, but when I plugged this in, there were actually 2 sections that were out, and then when I got all of it plugged in and kind of messed with it a little bit, there was only the one very bottom section that needs a strand of lights. So one of the reasons that I like to put my decor up a little bit early is because now I know that I need to get to the store and get a strand of lights. And I will say Christmas lights is one of the things that stores sell out of really quickly. Like there is no, well, I'll wait until after Christmas and get them on sale. If you need Christmas lights, you need to get them before peak season. So anyway, the other thing that I'm prepared to do with this tree in particular, because I really like the shape of it, I really like the height, when it comes time that the lights all go out, I'll probably cut them off and just have an unlit tree, which is what I did with the other pencil tree that sits in my kitchen. You'll notice that I have to string lights on it, but last year after the season was over, I actually cut all the lights off of it so that I could just string on the lights that I wanted to each year, and then the tree lasts forever. And if you can't tell by now, I am not a fan of a pre-lit tree. I just think they don't last as long, and when the lights go out, then you have to layer other lights on top, and I just don't like the way that looks. So it may be more work, but in the long run, I am able to use my trees for the long term. And purchasing a strand of lights here and there is way cheaper than purchasing a brand new Christmas tree. If you've been around my channel for any amount of time, you may know that my dining area is pretty small. So this little skinny pencil tree is one of my favorite things to add in the kitchen because the kitchen and dining is where I spend most of my time throughout the day. This is the tree that I was telling you about that last season, after the season was over, I took the time to cut off all of the woven strands on each branch from it being a pre-lit tree. And the other nice thing is that since I did that, I cut off all the white lights. It was a white pre-lit tree, and this year I get to put on colored strands. So I'm excited about that. But here in the dining room, I decorate this Christmas tree with candy ornaments. And this is special to me because the ornaments that I have on this Christmas tree, some of them I bought for myself, but some of them I got from my grandparents' estate after they both passed. And some of them actually came from my other grandma who, if I have a chance this season, I am going to share with you her house at Christmas time. She lives in an old sort of farmhouse Victorian style house, and her Christmas decorations are amazing. So if I get the chance, I might share that in a future video. She also has a candy tree, which is where I got the idea, and she shared some of her Christmas ornaments with me because I have helped her for years to put up her Christmas decorations. So some of the gumdrop ornaments in particular are actually, she told me, her first ornaments from whenever her and my grandpa were first married. So I just love it. And I love having a little bit of whimsy with ornaments that are special to me. Something else that I have started doing when I string the lights on Christmas trees is I don't go completely around the tree. I just will weave it one side as far back as I can and then circle it back around. You can see me doing that here, and that just makes it so much easier to take them off of the tree at the end of the season. Just a little pro tip for you. Okay, I just got the bow on here, and that is a homemade bow that I made a few years ago, and I've just used it on this tree since then. I just love this sweet little pencil tree. But since it's tucked into the corner of the dining room here, then we are just gonna do the magic of YouTube, and my daughter is gonna snap her fingers and this tree is gonna be decorated. So, you ready?
Yeah.
Putting a magic spell on the tree. Ready?
Yeah.
And go. Okay, it's getting a little bit later. We've got some shelves empty, making some progress. We are now, we're gonna bring these two up because this is the stairway and the entry, both of these. This goes up in the kitchen. We're not doing that just yet, so we're gonna bring these up. This is so funny because my daughter and I are both in different clothes. I put a sweatshirt on and she changed her pajamas into some warmer pajamas because as it got darker, it got a lot colder feeling in the house. I'm pretty sure this night it was supposed to get down to freezing, and actually in the morning, the next morning, I remember that there was like 3 or 4 inches of snow in some of the neighboring counties that are southeast of us. So yeah, it was definitely getting colder. I'm really excited about my new Scentsy warmer. I got 2 new plug-in Scentsy warmers to replace my regular everyday ones for the Christmas season. And I'm excited about this one being a nativity because I do like the idea of incorporating more faith-based decor into our Christmas season. And you'll also see me in a little bit plug the one in the kitchen that I got. I will leave my Scentsy consultant's website in my description box if you're interested or don't have a consultant. I am not affiliated and I'm not being paid to say any of this. I just am offering this if you are someone who's interested in checking it out. Okay, so remember earlier whenever I was saying that I'm pretty sure the boxes that I first brought up were like extra items that maybe got left out and got thrown into the box last minute. So I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going through now. I know that the poinsettias have some place to go, and obviously these items do go around the stairs, but I think that when I put everything away, I had more room in this particular box, and so some of the additional extras that didn't quite have a home or that missed their box got put in this one. So I was having a hard time navigating through this box at that time. The Christmas trees are lit, but chaos has ensued. Well, I'm going to end it here today. Thank you so much for joining along or just watching. Hopefully you got some inspiration from this, or maybe you're just intrigued on how this disaster is going to turn out. I promise it's going to get better, even though right now it's not better. So I hope you stick around. Be sure and give me a thumbs up before you leave. Hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so that you don't miss another one of my Christmas prep videos. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.